what makes good regional collaboration is when you take what the people are saying seriously and then execute it to a level that keeps costs low and has a high outcome. It allows us to plan together better because waste management is something that traverses all of our borders, and it doesn't really stop. The need doesn't stop when you leave Henrico to go into Hanover. And so CVWMA does that, and they've done it for now 35 years, and they continue to be one of the best regional organizations we have.
In the late 80s, the state began planning for where our solid waste was going to go.
I was involved with the discussions originally to get this thing going. I think it was Waylon Rennie and a couple other people asked me to come talk to them about recycling because we had just gotten the laws around everybody's got to recycle.
At the time, there was very little recycling infrastructure in place and very little planning on what was going to happen to our waste in the future.
So we started talking about recycling in the greater Richmond area and realizing that we could do much better if we had a big operation. Contract that covers a lot of places. We have a cheaper contract and we can do better.
At that time, the 13 localities came together collectively to achieve the state's goals.
And so we ended up becoming a organization known as Central Virginia Waste Management Authority.
One of our goals is to ensure that everyone has access to recycling, whether it's at the curb, a drop-off location, in their apartment building, wherever they might be. Our curbside recycling program is our most visible program in the region. We started with about 20,000 households, and that has expanded now to over 200,000 households.
That has exceeded expectations by any measure, whether it's participation or actual recycled goods.
Many of the citizens use it and utilize it, and they like the convenience of being able to just roll the cart out to the corners, to their home, have it dumped just the same as they would their trash.
Citizens are really, really serious about their recycling. So serious, if the bin was full, they would put material to the side. They did not want us to throw those materials away.
In addition to our traditional household recyclables, we also offer other programs to recycle commodities like electronics, tires, batteries.
We do household hazardous waste events. The participation in these events have been outstanding. Thousands of people participating in each one.
We partner and work with other organizations in the community to promote what they're doing that align with our mission and our goals.
Working with CVWMA has been one of the highlights of my career with Goochland County. Working with them hand in hand, from the education to the schools, to online presence, our special events that we have.
I really appreciate the communication and the outreach that CVWMA has had in Hopewell, working with the schools, having the children be more involved in recycling. It's important for the children because, believe it or not, the children teach us. They imitate and they mimic what they learned at the program, and then they go home and they make sure that mom and pops are doing the same exact thing.
That becomes a driver for the family because the kids talk to the parents and push the parents into recycling, which they hadn't been doing before.
When I was growing up, I always helped them with the recycling, and that's before we had single stream, so we had 4 different containers, and I remember my dad would read the newspaper and he would tell me, go put the newspaper in the newspaper bin. And CVWMA has advanced so much that I've now had to train my dad, you don't need 2 separate bins. It's been a very cool experience personally to see how CVWMA has grown and seeing how my family has benefited from the services that CVWMA has provided is a really beautiful thing.
Recycling has become a way of life over the last 35 years, and we've seen that grow tremendously.